All right, this is Mr. Barr, and I'm going to talk about how to find the midpoint of a line segment. So I've given you these 2 points right here. Actually, before we do this, what if I give you a little line right here? Here's a line. There's this little segment right there. You see that? Where's the midpoint of that? Midpoint. Where's the middle of it? Well, the middle's right there. So we understand the idea of midway, middle of something. So we want to find the middle of a line segment. It's actually going to be on a diagonal here. So here are the 2 points. I have 3, 4 and -5, -2. So I'm going to plot those 2 points, 3, 4 and -5, -2. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -2. So here's this line segment. Where's the middle of this thing? See that segment? Well, one way I could do it, and this you're not going to be able to really do this in real life. Well, except I'm doing it in real life, isn't it? This is real life. It's crazy. Okay. I could measure this thing. It is about 6.5 millimeters, which means the midpoint is somewhere, what, at 3.25 millimeters? 3.25 would be, well, it feels like it's going to be right about there. That was just measuring it. But how do I do this mathematically? Well, a couple options. I can plot it. I could turn this into a triangle. So I'm going to turn this into a triangle. Let me get another color here. So this segment is actually made, well, it's kind of, I could make it into a triangle. Watch this. I'm going to find the midpoint of this line. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units long. Half of that would be 4. So the midpoint of this segment right there is 4. The midpoint of this vertical segment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of 6 is 3. You like how I pause as if you're going to tell me? You know I can't hear you. 1, 2, 3. Except for you guys, the Rigsbys, I can hear you. Okay, so where do these 2 midpoints come together? Well, look, they come together exactly where I think they should, right there. So the midpoint of this is at, what's that, -1, 1. So that's one way I could do this. I could just graph these 2 points, draw the segment, and find the midpoint of this horizontal piece and the vertical piece and put it together like that. But of course, there's a formula for this. It is called, amazingly, the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula, and this is what it looks like. If I take my x's, x1 plus x2, and I divide it in half, look what this means. What's 3 plus -5? 3 plus -5 is -2 divided by 2 would give me -1. And that's my -1. Same thing for the y's. The first y plus the second y divided by 2. What's my first y? My first y is 4 plus -2 divided by 2 gives me 1. So there's the midpoint formula. Basically, add up the x's, divide it by 2, add up the y's, divide it by 2. There's your midpoint. All right, bye-bye.